Hello and welcome to today's session. By popular request, we are going to be talking about pelvic floor today. Pelvic floor is quite possibly my favourite subject. Hello, darling. Hello. We're going to be covering some exercises. First off, I'm going to tell you why it's important and why you should think about your pelvic floor more often than you probably do. Questions before we go into this session. I don't need the answers, but if you want to give them to me, you can do. Do you sometimes do a little wee when you sneeze? Do you sometimes do a little wee when you're trampolining in the garden with the kids? Do you sometimes need to do a little wee when you're skipping? And that could be with a rope, or just because, in the words of Michael McIntyre, skipping is magnificent. And I like to incorporate it into warm-ups for in-person classes. If you know, you know. Those things are, it's wrong to say not normal. They are normal for most ladies, especially ladies who have had children at some point in their lives. And just because we forget about our pelvic floors, like any other muscle, pelvic floor needs to be trained. So we can change the normal into a new normal where you might not get to a point where you don't feel like you need to go, but we can get to a point where it doesn't happen by accident. So, with that in mind, your pelvic floor starts with your feet. The body's all connected. So your pelvic floor and your feet are connected. So we're going to work into that. We're going to tap into that during this practice this morning. We're going to have a bit of fun. And I'm going to give you some exercises whilst this is a follow along. And I love to have you with me. All of these exercises you can practice just in your own time, just while you're out and about. If you're sitting in traffic, if you are standing washing up. I said the other day putting the washing out, which is fine if you've got somebody to come and bring you the washing, because doing it while you're walking is very difficult. The way that I like to start entry-level pelvic floor is to start in a bridge position. So normally I like to incorporate this into my yoga practices for my lovely ladies. And whilst Flynn is not usually sniffing me in the head, he does do this every time I lie down. I don't know why, but he's very cute and I kind of don't want him to stop. Anyway, so where we would normally have our feet close to our bum, I want you to start today with your feet just wherever feels comfortable. Darling, you're going to walk in front of the camera. Can you come round this side? or just like that. Let's do this. Yes, let's do this. Okay. Right. So, put your feet wherever feels comfortable. And then I want you to just gently rock your pelvis forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. And then stop. Notice where your pelvic bones, the ones in the back side, not the ones in the front side, where they touch the floor. Okay, now I want you to rock side to side, so you're lifting one pelvic bone and then the other off the floor. We're not tensing through any muscles just yet. I just want you to feel your pelvis. Oft neglected part of the body. Okay, stop there. Just wherever feels good. Now, I want you to bring your feet as close to your bum as you can get them. I want you to drive your big toe down into the mat. See how it affects your pelvis. See how the bones that were in the mat or touching the ground, see how they feel different in this moment. Now let your big toe go and see how your pelvis moves in that way. Drive your little toe down into the ground. See how that changes your pelvis. Now let that go. Okay, now we're going to bring pelvic floor into it. I want you to imagine that there's a zip that goes from the base of your coccyx, which is the bone right at the bottom of your spine, up to your belly button. So all the way underneath your body, up to your belly button. I want you to do that zip up. So find a place that just feels comfortable. Your pelvic bones should be in that nice neutral position. And we're going to do the zip up. Start from the back. Don't try and start from the front. For some reason, science-wise, it doesn't work if you go from the front. So, do that zip up and notice how your pelvis starts to lift towards the sky. Your tailbone will want to naturally go that way, up towards the sky. And for those who have done any of my core work, you'll feel your low back on the ground. When I say hips and ribs come together, think tailbone to the sky. This is what I mean. I'm really talking about pelvic floor all the time, literally. Yes, somebody said, Rachel, pelvic floor is catnip to me. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're still doing that zip up. Just find a way of doing that zip all the way up. You will get to a point, and it's likely that it's right at the front of your lady area that it doesn't seem like it wants to do up. Drive your big toe into the floor and now do that last bit up. If you can find it. If you can't, don't worry. But just see if you can. Thinking about here, keeping that zip done up, you should feel your low belly working and your inner thighs are probably shaking. If you've done that zip all the way up, it's work. Okay, let it go. Doing it while I'm talking is really difficult, but it's my pleasure to bring this to you. So I'm happy to take the rough. Right, okay, so we're stopping that movement. Just take a bit of side to side movement if that feels good. We're going to do that zip back up. Start from the back. Do the zip up, do the zip up, do the zip up. Drive those big toes down. Now I want you to drive your little toe down as well. And see how that feels. Don't let your heels lift off the mat. So big toe goes down, little toe goes down, and we really think about that zip. Keep that zip done up. This is a movement you can do when you're sitting in your car, especially when the lights are on red and you're angry with the person in front that they didn't go through the light when it was still green because they were on their phone or whatever. Okay, let it go. Do some more tilts. Maybe we go side to side if that feels nice. If you've got SI joint pain, this probably won't feel nice, so go to wherever does feel good. Last one here. So, tilt that pelvis, well, do the zip up. Your pelvis will naturally tilt. Find the place where it doesn't want to do up. Think about your toes. Drive that big toe down. Feel everything working as you're driving that big toe down. Drive your little toe down. This time I want you to put so much pressure into your feet whilst that zip is done up that you lift off the ground like an inch. You don't have to go far. We're still using our pelvic floors. We're still using our core. So your pelvic floor is the base of your core. This will make you strong in every single movement that you do, as well as keeping bodily functions in or allowing them to come out when we need them to. This is also going to make this bit and this bit super strong. Okay, let it go. Whew. Right, we're going to change the stimulus now. So you're going to come to a seated position. You can have your feet just slightly wider than hip width distance apart. And again, I want you to reach with your chest forward. We're going to tilt the pelvis. Forward and back, forward and back. Wind may escape from the top or the bottom. That's okay. It's actually a sign of, you're just moving, yeah. Why is it wrong? Why do I not want to say the word bowels in this moment? Like, it's a human healthy human function. Right, so we're going to be less prudish because, you know. Okay, so find a place where you feel weightless in your pelvis. So here, I'm not using my core to come forward, I'm not using my core to come backwards, I'm just sitting. And then I want you to drive your big toes down into the ground. From here, you're going to do that zip up. You will feel your glutes. It's not actually your glutes squeezing, it's your pelvis tilting this way. So it feels like your glutes are squeezing. They are a little bit. And then we're going to lean just a tiny little bit back. Keep that zip done up. You're going to take your right hand and you're just going to turn your shoulder towards the right side. Keep that zip done up. Come back to center. Same on the left. Keep your zip done up. Keep it done up, keep it done up, keep it done up. And back to center. And go the right side. Keep your zip done up. Back to center. Left side. Back to center. Right side. Keep everything done up. And back to center. Left side. Back to center. Let it go. I'm going to fix my mic. Let's take a breather. Come back down to your mat. Bring your feet nice and close. You want to be able to tickle your heels. Do that zip back up. Keep it done up. Do it up. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Drive those big toes down. We're going to lift up to a half bridge. Just a half bridge. Bring your hands underneath your low back. Now I want you to rest your bum on your hands. So your pelvic floor is still working here. But I want you to have an elevated position. It's just a different stimulus, a different way to feel this pelvic floor working. So the zip's still done up. From here, I want you to drive your feet into the mat, but I want you to, whilst keeping that pelvic floor squeezed, keep that zip done up completely. I want you to resist. As you press up with the feet, I want you to resist coming back down again. So rather than lifting up, I want you to imagine somebody's pushing this back down, but you want to hover off your hands. So you don't want to touch your hands, but you can't, like, I can't physically lift my body off into a bridge. So keep that motion going. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And now let it go. Whew. Take a couple of pelvic tilts. If you don't feel your core tomorrow after this, I'll be amazed. Okay, one more. Well, we're going to do a couple more, but another one. Press your feet down. Do that zip up. Lift up just a tiny bit. And now we're going to push the feet down as hard as you can. And we're going to resist going up into a bridge whilst also hovering off the hands. So resist, resist, resist. Resist, resist. Keep pushing those feet into the ground. Keep that pelvic floor. Keep it, keep it, keep it. And let go. You will also feel your hips, because pelvic floor controls your hips, your low back, and your core. That's why I bang on about it so much. One more. Press your feet down into the ground. Big toes, make them strong. Little toes, make them strong. Feel your heel. Do that zip up. Now, lift off an inch and now resist pushing yourself into that bridge. Really, really push it, but we're hovering off those hands. We don't want to touch them. Hands on lava, but there's a big boulder on your belly that you're trying to push up towards the sky. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Oh, let it go. Okay. Woo. Bring those feet a little bit wider apart. Coming into this nice seated position. Tuck your tailbone. Make that pelvic floor zip. Do it up, do it up, do it up. You should be feeling like you don't want to do this now. You're welcome. Hands are extended forward. Push those big toes into the mat. Do that zip up. We're going to go right side and center. left side, and center. Keep that pelvic floor done up, right side, center, left side, center, right side, center, left side, center. Oh, one more right, center, one more left, center. Oh, let it go. Whew. Just take a couple of pelvic tilts in this position. You're just getting a bit more range of motion through your pelvis. We're going to do the bridges one more time with some added spice. What do you mean added spice, Becky? It's been spicy enough. Yeah, I know. You don't come here for the lols. Maybe you do. Sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I'm not. I think I'm funny. To be honest, that's all that matters. Okay, so taking those pelvic tilts, let's move to the side. Just see what feels good here. We're going to lift all the way up into a bridge, and then I'm going to add something a little bit extra. Okay, so pelvic floor. It should, at this point, I mean, I'm waffling so that you get a rest. You're welcome. At this point, you should be feeling like you've done a million crunches. These are so much better than crunches, I'll tell you. There's a reason why I don't put crunches in my workouts very often. And this is why. So, let's find that pelvic floor. Do that zip up. Hold it. Take your hands, bring them near to your feet. Drive your feet into the mat, and we're going to lift all the way into a bridge. This is not a glute bridge. This is a core bridge. You are using your core. There is no squeeze. Like, I'm not actively squeezing my glutes here. This movement is coming from here. It's coming from here. And it's coming from here. Those bits. And that area. So, we're holding here. We're going to pulse upwards. But I want you to do it driving your big toe down. Keep that zip done up. We're going to pulse for 5. Little lower. For 4. Small lower. For 3. I lost count there. For 2. How did you lose count of 5? I don't know. Come to the top. Drive your big toe. Keep that pelvic floor. Keep it. Hips are screaming. Thighs are screaming. Core's screaming. It's all good. Drive that big toe down. Think about your little toe. Think about your heel. And then come all the way down. Yuck. Whew. Right. We're going to do only one, in this position. So this is your butterfly position. Your hands still stay by your sides. You're going to drive your big toes together. You're going to drive your little toes together, and you're going to drive your heels together. I want you to do one where you try not to put any pressure into your feet and see how it feels. So we're going to do our pelvic floor up, and now try and lift without using your feet. It's really hard. Try keeping that pelvic floor lifted, keep it lifted, and now let it go. Right, this time, bring your feet into it. So really find your big toes. Find your little toes, find your heels. Do your zip up, and now lift. Pressing all those toes into one another. See if you can stay here. Keeping those toes pressed together. Press them. Press them a bit more. If you've lost pelvic floor, find it. It's a bit more difficult in this position because we've got our pelvic floor at its end range of motion, externally rotated through the hips. I said loads of words there that were utterly irrelevant just to make you forget what we were doing. They're not irrelevant, but you know what I mean. You don't need to know that. And let it go. Last one of these. And again, we might add some spice here, just for fun. It's the last one. So drive your toes down into the mat. Drive your little toe down into the mat. We're going to find that pelvic floor. Lean a little. We're going to pulse to the right side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, center. Why do I do these things to us? Pelvic floor, find it, find it, find it. Pulse to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Pelvic floor, find it, find it. If you've lost it, redo it up. By this point, it's getting super tired. I know, I can feel it. We're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, hold. Come back to center. Do your pelvic floor back up. And then turn and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 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 hold. Keep it done up. If you've lost it, redo it up. Oh, come back to center. Wow, that's the end of that nonsense, you'll be pleased to know. Right, the best way of countering all these movements is to come into a Sphinx pose. We're going to bring our shoulders underneath, our elbows underneath our shoulders. I've lost my mind. We're going to use our shoulders to roll them down and back. I want you to think about pressing your pelvis into the floor and bringing your hands towards you. So it's a really small movement, just thinking about dragging the carpet, mat, whatever your body is currently on, towards you. Taking some nice breaths. How does your core feel? Sorry, not sorry. Anybody wants more pelvic floor stuff? I mean, this is not a one and done. I'm going to say that. Keep pulling these hands towards you. I'm just going to chat whilst we're here. This is not a one and done. This, I want you to practice as much as you can. The more you do it, the more you will notice, oh, my planks feel easier. Oh, my squats feel easier. Oh, daily life feels easier. I promise you, it will make you feel so much better. We're going to come down onto our bellies. Bring your feet up behind you, and we're just going to sway them gently side to side just to release those hips out. Because, you know, as I said, it's hips, it's core, it's low back. If you have any low back pain, the more you can do pelvic floor work, the better. Last thing, we're going to take a couple of rounds of cat-cow in your own time with your own breath, and you can move through the pelvis, through the hips if that feels good. And you can breathe however you'd like. I suggest exhale as you round, inhale as you lift, but you are an adult, you can breathe however feels good to you. And then finding a nice, comfortable, easy seat. And I hope that, as always, the rest of your day is filled with magic and sunshine and things that taste good and things that smell nice and things that make you laugh. Until the next session, leaving you with lots of love.